welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a X returns reading for March 2020 for Gemini. If this does resonate with you and you'd like your own personal custom reading, feel free to click the link in the description box down below. Also, I'd like to say thank you so much for all the happy and positive vibes and thoughts and everything that you guys have been giving me in the comments section down below. It really honestly means a lot to me that you guys have been so supportive, and I was able to resolve the situation, so thank you guys so much for that. It honestly means a lot, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. So without further ado, though, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I hope that you're having a good day, night, or evening, and let's get to the bottom of it and see if your ex is going to return to you. So let's shuffle it 3 times in a row. You know how I do. And let's get it popping. The first question that I'm going to be asking is, what is the current situation between you and your ex? And with that, we'll figure out what's happening. Alright, so 3 times in a row. Alright, so what is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? What is the current situation between you and your ex? So it seems like maybe there's some type of romantic thing going on between you and your ex currently right now, because maybe you're on and off again. You know, there's a really big possibility of that. Maybe right now you're on the on stage because you want to give a couple love to each other. You're feeling like a soulmate connection with each other. You're feeling like a connection that's kind of hard to explain, and you're just kind of feeling drawn to this person like a magnet all the time, and you're just like getting, maybe you get annoyed about it, but basically, yeah, you feel really close to this individual. You feel like you can give a cup of love to this individual, and then they also receive it back. It doesn't seem too negative thus far, but it seems like you're kind of like a romantic type of vibe right now. What else is the current situation? What else is the current situation? What else is the current situation? You guys are doing a lot of deep thinking and contemplating about the situation that you're currently in. Perhaps maybe you're analyzing, perhaps maybe you're thinking about different scenarios, different things that can happen that you're going to do in the near future. But regardless of all that, basically you're doing a lot of deep thinking and deep contemplating. And you know, this is the main central theme. So perhaps maybe you're thinking about how to go about this situation with the cup of love, right? Maybe you're thinking, okay, am I going to get back together with this individual? Are we going to become solidified in our actions here? What's going on? What's happening? And so basically, you're really calculating and analyzing the situation. And this could be representing of them too. You both can actually be calculating and analyzing the situation to see what's going to happen in the future, to see what is the best course of action, you know? And what else is currently going on between you two? What else is currently going on between you two? What else is currently going on between you two? It seems like there's some mental clarity in the relationship, or what stuff is going on between you two. The Ace of Swords, as you know, whenever the ace comes into play, basically it means you're offering something. Swords always represents thinking, contemplating about a situation here. And so somebody, or both of you, are having a lot of mental clarity, and you're understanding the situation, and you're understanding how to go about the situation. And it seems like most of the cards are on the table, and it seems like you guys are kind of coming to an understanding with each other and kind of realizing where each other stand. And you're figuring out what is the best course of action, because you're doing a lot of thinking and contemplating, and it seems like you're kind of communicating with each other, it seems. And, you know, communicating and thinking about what's happening to, you know, get to this main thing, and or the reason why you're acting like, you know, things are kind of working out. So it seems like things are not going too bad with you two thus far. So what are the blockages between you and your ex? What are the blockages between you and your ex? What else are the blockages between you and your ex? It seems like there's a lot of fights and conflicts that happened in the past that caused a lot of problems that were very upsetting to you both. And it may have even been involved with other individuals. You know, like it was a very passionate thing that may have, you know, have friends, may have had family involved. It may have had another third-party person involved as well. But regardless of the situation, it seems like the blockages between you and your ex is like conflict and fighting, and, you know, not getting along and not seeing eye to eye. What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? Well, we have the blockage here. This may be a person. This may be another individual that, maybe in the picture. Maybe somebody doesn't want to be in a long-term commitment, and so maybe they want to be single, happy, and financially stable on their own, and they want to just be able to take care of themselves. That could be the blockage, because maybe somebody's afraid of commitment. That's a very big possibility. And this is the main central theme of the situation here. So perhaps maybe if it's another person, we could be dealing with an earth sign energy. The reason I say it's an earth sign energy is because of the pentacles. Pentacles always represents earth sign energies, which is Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So it could be somebody, wanting, is from left field, being another individual, being like, hey, you could be with me, it could be representing of a person, basically. Or it could be that somebody really wants to be single, happy, and free. They just don't want to have any commitment. They're okay with, having some, intimate relationship with each other, with you and them. But maybe they're just not okay with, settling down, getting married, or even just getting in a relationship as a whole. And maybe they're just not ready for a commitment. And so, again, this is the main central theme of it. Also, we made it to our halfway mark, so thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any comments you want to say, it could be very therapeutic to let it out and down in the comments down below. I always read the comments. I think I said that twice, but anyways, I'm kind of running on E a little bit because I woke up at 7 o'clock in the morning, and now it's 8. And I'm I had coffee, and I'm having a coffee crash, and so I have tea now to have me, not have a crash, but I'm having a crash a little bit. So my apologies if I sound a little bit off or anything. I'm trying my best here to push these videos out for you because I love you guys. Anyways, the next question is, how does your ex, or actually we didn't finish the blockages, and then we'll get to the how is your ex. What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? What else are the blockages? It seems like there's some type of sneaky behavior going on between you and this individual, and somebody's being sneaky, and there's some type of sneaky behavior. The swords represents a lot of thinking and contemplating, so maybe somebody thinks that there's some type of sneaky behavior, or you just know. And so what this card represents as a whole, it could be representing of 3 things, which is somebody's being sneaky, and sneaking behind your back and maybe even cheating on you and stuff like that, but you're not together at this moment in time. It's ex returns, so we can rule that out. It could be somebody saying really mean, nasty, hurtful things about you or to you, to other people. And then there's also the fact that they could be stalking you, which is a little weird, which is the worst case scenario would be literally stalking you outside of your house and you're watching you where you go and you sleep and stuff. But on the more lesser intense stalking, it would be somebody looking at your Facebook or your social medias or something, and trying to figure out where you are, what you're doing through other friends and stuff, and asking where you are and stuff. So it seems like this is a blockage because there's some type of sneaky behavior going on, or somebody thinks that there's some type of sneaky behavior going on between you and this individual. So how does your ex feel about you? How does your ex feel about you? How does your ex feel about you? Your ex is feeling like they want to walk away from their emotions. Maybe they're not happy that they have feelings towards you. They feel that, there's a lot of, because the moon is here, there's a lot of mystery, deception, something isn't quite right, there's a lot of confusion going on, and I feel like they want to walk away from their emotions. They want to just dip out of the situation as a whole, because I don't know if they're too ready to be in a relationship. Maybe I feel like they love you, I feel like they care about you, but I feel like maybe they don't want to have these feelings towards you, but they're just automatically just drawn to you, and it's just something they just can't control. And I feel like they just want to dip overall. So how else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? They're very, very confused, like I said before. And again, this is a trend, the cups. Cups represent emotion, love, etc., etc. But these cups right here, this card represents a lot of different options that don't look quite right, They're really confused about what to pick. They're really confused about how to go about the situation, and they're not sure what is the best situation to go towards. So they think, okay, maybe this is right, maybe that's right, but they're really, really confused. And this is the main central theme of everything. How they feel towards you, they feel like they want to walk away from their emotions because, you know, they just want to leave. But at the same time, they're very confused about their emotions because they don't really know what to do. How else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? How else does your ex feel about you? So, this is the Magician card. They feel like, oh my gosh, sorry, I was like having problems breathing there for a second. The Magician card represents, they feel like they have all the tools that they need. They feel like they know everything about the situation. They feel like they have a lot of mental clarity pertaining to the situation. And they feel like everything that is on the table, you know, they're like, okay, I don't need to know anything. I already know everything that's going on. I already know what's happening. I already know how to feel about the situation, and I don't need anybody to tell me otherwise, basically. Okay, so how does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How does your ex feel about getting back together with you? So they feel really defensive about it. They feel like they have to stand their ground about stuff. They're feeling really passionate about it because wands represent passion and also fiery energy. And they feel like they're getting attacked from all different angles. Maybe they're getting pushed into a situation that they don't want to be pushed in, and they're feeling like they need to defend their turf in a way. But they're feeling really, really defensive. It could be representing of, you know, they're feeling like maybe they have to fight off different opinions. Or maybe they feel like they're not sure about they're doing it. Or they feel like maybe they're not sure about doing it overall as a whole. But, basically, to get to the point here, they're feeling quite defensive. And how else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? Your ex does want to reconcile with you. It seems like they're very confused, obviously, because this is a very confusing type of situation. They're confused, but they feel like they don't need to know anything, and they already they feel like they know it all, but at the same time they're very confused. And then again, they're really defensive, but at the same time they want to reconcile with you. So they really are confused. It straight up is in the cards. Like, they're just like, I want to do this, but at the same time, I want to be with you, I want to reconcile with you, I want to give you a cup of love, and I want to be with you and show you that everything is great. But I'm defensive, and I'm upset, and probably holding on to grudges and stuff. So they're really just all over the place. And it shows. So this is the main central theme with that. They want to reconcile with you. They want to be with you deep down, but at the same time, they're really defensive about something. Right? And they're very confused as a whole. So how else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? How else does your ex feel about getting back together with you? They're trying to weigh their options here. They're like, is this a good option? Is this a good option? Again, they're confused. They're not sure what to do. They're just sitting here trying to weigh their options of long-term commitment. They want to be with you, but yet at the same time they're upset about something, and maybe they're holding on to the past and holding on to grudges, but then they're just like, but I want to be with you, and I'm weighing my options, and so they're just going through something right now. And let's ask the question, are you guys going to get back together within this month? So positive card would be yes, negative card would be no, and neutral card would be maybe. You know, the universe doesn't really want to let you know right now. So, will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? Will you guys get back together within this month? So this can be representing of a negative, but at the same time it's not negative because it's confusing because this is the death card. What does the death card represent? It represents something needs to end to have a new beginning. So this could be saying that whatever they're going through needs to end so that you guys can start anew and have a new beginning with each other. But at the same time, maybe this whole thing just needs to end in order to have something new with somebody else completely. So it could be either or. But I feel like since it's the death card, I feel like you guys are going through, I feel like you guys are together, but then you're not together, then you're together, then you're not together, and it's just a constant back and forth cycle over and over and over and over again. I feel like maybe you guys should just let it all die, and then maybe start anew with somebody else. But again, it could be you need to let this situation die between you two, and then start again. It's a very confusing type of situation. Obviously, there's a lot going on here. I'm probably going to title it that. There's a lot going on here, and there's a lot of different moving parts, and people are just feeling all types of ways. But I would say, personally, I just think you should just let it die and just start anew with somebody else. This is not healthy for you, and it's not healthy for them, and so you need to just back it away. Let's get some advice. What's some advice? What's some advice? What's some advice? What's some advice? Okay. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Basically, you need to let this thing die. You need to give it time to die, you know. Basically, you have a choice to let it die or not. But at the ultimately at the end of the day, I feel like maybe there's a lot of grudges that you guys are holding, or at least your ex may be holding against you or towards you or whatever. And they feel like, you know, stuff is going on and it may not be going on, and it could be multiple things. But basically, the ultimate goal here is to give it time, to just let it go, to just kind of move on, to think about, use your gut and use your intuition to make a proper decision. And you'll know what to do, because your intuition will be like, no, this is not the right thing to do. But I don't want to say anything. I don't want to influence anything that the cards doesn't say. So it says, give it time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. So give it time. Maybe it will work itself out. And maybe it won't. Maybe you'll try to follow the death card. Let it just all die and then start anew somewhere else. So with that being said, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. Again, thank you so much for all the positive reinforcement that I got in the comments down below. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit that notification bell if you want to see more videos like this one. I also have some stuff over here that YouTube has recommended for you. I think that's about it. I don't know what else I was going to say. Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. I love you to death. Good luck in your endeavors.